Software developer interviews often involve a series of questions designed to assess a candidate's experience, skills, and knowledge. One common question is about the types of development projects a candidate has worked on in the past, as organizations prefer to hire candidates with direct experience in the type of work they do. To answer this question, it's essential to address the needs of the employer, which can be discovered through pre-interview research on the company, its products, and practices. For example, a candidate might say, "In my last 2 roles, I focused on improving applications that manage transactions and interact with relational database systems, developing code to control data queries, lookups, and indexing of the data, and working with other programmers to design the interface, manage the backend database, and develop other application features." Another question that may arise is describing a challenging software development project recently completed and the results. The interviewer hopes to confirm that the candidate has encountered similar challenges and can address them quickly. To answer this question, a candidate might say, "The most challenging software project I've worked on recently involved an application to allow the company's personnel to self-manage their HR benefits, requiring me to implement several security features, including user authentication, password protection, and access to the company's database behind its firewall via VPNs." The candidate should affirm that they can bring a fresh perspective, skills, experience, and knowledge to the organization. The concept of software scope is also a crucial aspect of software development, involving a set of activities and actions to be performed as part of the delivery of a software product. A well-defined software scope should include phase-by-phase milestones, functionalities, and deliverable components. When asked about software scope, a candidate might say, "For me, software scope is relatively easy, as I'm involved at every stage of the documentation and project delivery process, identifying all aspects of the project scope, including what the end product will do, the expected timeline, who needs to approve deliverables, and the estimated cost." In addition to these questions, a candidate may be asked to explain how duplicates are removed from an array without using a library, which tests their knowledge of basic to complex problem-solving solutions. The goal is to remove duplicates from an integer array without using any collection API class libraries. A candidate might approach this by finding duplicate elements in a given array and then running an outer loop to zero to size, followed by an inner loop to find the first duplicate, and then checking for duplicate elements and deleting the array element if necessary. Finally, verification and validation are essential in the software development process, ensuring that the software is built to specification and functions properly. A candidate might say, "Verification and validation are at the heart of every development project, and I take this step very seriously, including all the steps and procedures of validation, such as prospective validation, retrospective validation, periodic validation, partial validation, cross-validation, and concurrent validation." By understanding the importance of verification and validation, a candidate can demonstrate their commitment to delivering high-quality software development.